Hi, welcome back to MJ Physio's YouTube channel. In the previous videos, we covered about overview of sciatica, how long does it last, and differentiating from other back pain and sciatica. And finally, we covered about the risk factors of sciatica. In this video, we are going to cover about two topics. One is sources of sciatic pain and the other one is types of sciatica. First one is source of pain of sciatica. So there are 33 individual bones in your spine known as vertebrates. Each vertebra is divided into regions and classified according to the number of vertebra per region. The vertebrate are then labeled by a number and a letter based on their placement, such as C1 for the final vertebra in the spine. There are 5 regions of spine: cervical, thoracic, lumbar, spine, sacrum and coccyx. The most common regions associated with the sciatica are the lumbar spine and sacrum. The sources of your pain slightly alters your symptoms. L4 nerve root. Irritation to the L4 nerve root causes the pain to the hips, thighs, inner knees, calf and foot. Thigh and hip muscles may feel weak and calf numb. When sciatica is in level 4, L4 level, a person may be unable to flex their foot or walk with their heels, and they may have a reduced knee-jerk reflex. L5 nerve root. L5 nerve root. Individuals with sciatica from the L5 nerve root typically experience the pain in the buttocks, outer thigh and leg, as well as difficulty in flexing their ankle or lifting their big toe. Sciatica from L5 level might also cause numbness, mainly on the top of the foot between the big toe and the second toe. The next one is S1 nerve root. Sciatica from the S1 nerve root is also known as classic sciatica and is the most commonly rooted in sacrum. Sciatica from S1 level specifically causes the pain in weakness in buttocks, back of the calf and outside the foot. Individuals with sciatica from S1 level may have numbness or tingling in their 3rd, 4th or 5th toes, and they have difficulty in walking. Individuals may also find they have a weakened ankle jerk reflex. The next one is types of sciatica. Depending on the duration of symptom and one of the both legs are affected, sciatica can be differentiated types. The first one is acute sciatica. Acute sciatica is the recent onset. It's up to 4 to 8 week duration of sciatic nerve pain. The pain may be self-managed but may not be typically require a medical condition. The next one is chronic sciatica. The chronic sciatica is a persistent static nerve pain that may be last more than 8 weeks and usually does not subside with the self-management depending on the cause. The chronic sciatica may require a non-surgical or surgical treatment. So if you feel a pain more than 8 weeks, long-lasting pain, you have to definitely visit a physiotherapist or consult a doctor nearby you as soon as possible. Alternating sciatica. Alternating sciatica is a sciatic nerve pain that affects both the legs alternatively. So these type of alternative sciatica is really rare. There are really rare cases. Bilateral sciatica. Bilateral sciatica occurs in both the legs together at the same time. This type of sciatica is also rare and may occur due to degenerative causes in the vertebrate or the disc at several spinal levels. Neurogenic sciatica. Neurogenic sciatica is when the sciatic nerve is compressed or pinched, leading to pressure along the spine. The symptoms generally include sharp, shooting pain down the leg and weakened legs and feet. While the issue is rooted in the spine, the pain usually worse in legs than in your back. Along with the physical pain, neurogenic sciatica can also causes abnormal neurological changes. Many individuals may suffer from loss of reflexes, sensory issues and muscle weakness and due to improper nerve condition. And the last and final one is referred sciatica. Referred sciatica is not a true form of sciatica. However, it mirrors the pain and symptoms. rather than being a spinal issue referred as a sciatic pain related to a muscle or a joint problem. Referred pain is one of the main reasons why the diagnosis of sciatica is so vital, and it may need a further evaluation of treatment beyond the home remedies. Referred pain also does not cause any abnormal neurological changes, either such as worsened reflexes or sensory issues or tingling. So far we have covered about what sources of pain of sciatica and the types of sciatica. Hope you have some knowledge about both the topics. If you have any questions, you can ask in comments. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe the channel. Thank you.